I have an 18-year-old Haflinger mare. She's a good, safe, quiet horse. We mostly trail ride, but I do like to ride in the arena every now and then. Recently, whenever I try to get her to lope around the arena next to the wall, she will come off the rail and go towards the center and try to lope a smaller circle. Or she will just straight up try to go to the center of the arena. I tried putting pressure on her with my inside leg and opening my outside rein while massaging my inside rein to prevent her head being pulled away. She still pushes against the pressure and pulls us towards the center. I've also tried just pulling her head straight to the wall to make her uncomfortable so she'll stop, but she keeps doing it. How do I fix this?
Well, it sounds like you just have a really piss poor steering wheel, to be honest. You're trying to steer the horse, and the horse is basically going wherever the hell it wants to go. So you made a comment you'd rarely ride in the arena. Okay, well, if you want your horse to go around the outside of the arena, you might want to work on the exercise and the method called follow the fence, which is we teach the horse to go around the outside of the arena, ultimately on loose rein by themselves without coming off the fence. So what we do is when the horse comes off the fence, we let him come off the fence 15, 20 feet. We pick up the rein that's closest to the fence. We steer him over with the rein closest to the fence, put our outside leg on, opposite leg on. Okay, when the horse gets over towards the fence, we release the rein, keep trotting. As soon as we release the rein, what does the horse do? He veers off the fence again. We let him. Why do we let him? Because it's important to let your horse commit to the mistake. So as soon as he comes off the fence 15, 20 feet, we pick up the rein and go back there again. If the horse is not following his nose, you might have to just go do some steering exercises, do some rollbacks into the fence, trot along the fence, pull his nose into the fence, use a little dressage whip on his neck if you're not strong enough with your leg or a spur, and make him do a rollback and go back the other way. Then pull his nose into the fence and go back the other way, and do 50, 100 rollbacks into that fence. Like, it just sounds like this sumbitch is not steering very well. It's like you've got this really shitty steering wheel, okay? Go work on some rollbacks. Go work on steering him left or right, okay? If he wants to go to the center, make him lope circles in the center of the area. He's a halflinger. You know what halflingers do? They fucking dream about sleeping. That's what these little sumbitches do, okay? They're 3.5 feet tall, they're 8.5 feet wide, and they dream about sleeping. They look at a bale of hay and they get pregnant. That's what they do. So you could lope 3 circles. This sumbitch is going to be ready for a heart attack. As soon as he's run out of air, go back to the fence, let him rest. Horses love rest. They love being left alone. So teach him every time you go to the fence, you'll release the pressure. But honestly, it just sounds like you have very little brokenness or control of this horse, okay? So I would go back and do some riding exercises and get him broke left and right. Remember, I'm not beating up on halflingers, okay? But these are little Sherman tanks. They're not balls of athletic ability. They're lazy. They always put in the least amount of effort. They're cart-pulling horses. They were meant to drag cannons and heavy weights into the battlefield. They weren't bred to be agile cow horses, cutting horses, reining horses. Think of cutting, cow horse, and reining, and then think of the fucking complete opposite, and that's what a halflinger is. Okay? Okay? Just like a cutting horse was not designed to pull a cannon into a battlefield. Because the first time the cannon goes off, that son of a bitch is going to freak out, rear up, and piss off and drag that cannon through the battlefield and kill every son of a bitch on both sides of the war. Where a halflinger, the cannon goes off and he's like, is there a fucking noise around here? Did something just... I just thought I heard something. They're slow. They're not right in the head, okay? They're very slow-minded animals. I used to get all these women that showed up at my clinics with halflingers, and they're like, Clint, I want this horse to back up like Mindy does. And Mindy would just run backwards a million miles an hour. It's a fucking semi-truck. It ain't going to run backwards. It can back up slow and methodical, but it ain't going to haul ass backwards. That's like saying, why doesn't the guy in the semi-truck and trailer get around the Formula One track like the Porsche 911 Turbo S does? It's not designed to do it, okay? So again, I'm not beating up on halflingers, but what I'm trying to get people to understand is people are very unaware of how much bloodlines make, when I say bloodlines, breed influences what they want to do with the horse. So if you want a really agile, yes sir, horse that stops and turns and spins, buy a horse that wants to be athletic. Buy a horse that wants to be agile. If you just want to go down the trail at a walk and half be asleep and a cannon could go off and your horse won't even blink, Haflinger is your choice. Right there. Perfect choice. Son of a bitch doesn't even know if a cannon went off, okay? So do a lot of changes of direction with one rein. If he won't follow his nose, get a dressage whip and whack him on the outside of the neck. So if you pull the right rein and he bends his nose, but he keeps going straight, get a whip and tap him on his neck with rhythm. I'm not going to say you flog the shit out of him, but tap him firm enough that he doesn't like it. And as soon as he turns right, let it go. Put the whip in your other hand, pull his nose to the left. If he won't turn, tap him on the side of the neck until he turns and go that way. Do a lot of left and right until you get a handle on this horse.
Want more? Get more. The No Worries Club is the best way to get the most out of your training experience. Stick around to find out more. Take your horsemanship to the next level. The No Worries Club Premium Membership is your ultimate portal to complete your horse training. You'll have access to Clinton's complete training library, thousands of hours of step-by-step instructional videos. You'll master all aspects of horsemanship, from fundamentals to trick training. You'll have access to our exclusive social network that connects you with thousands of dedicated horsemen from around the world. You'll have the method available wherever you are and accessible through the web, your phone and tablets, or your favorite streaming devices. You'll receive 8 all-new training videos per year and the quarterly No Worries Journal, as well as access to the ever-growing video library, Q&As, performance horse series, blogs, and more. But that's not all. You also get free tickets to walkabout tours and priority access to the latest news coming from Down Under Horsemanship. Not to mention VIP pricing on all of Clinton's must-have training tools. So what are you waiting for? Unlock the ultimate access and jumpstart your training program today.